Alright, so I'm going to do a very casual playthrough of KI while I talk a bit more about the game. I'm supposed to be making character tutorials, but the arcade stick that I used in the videos, that joystick's been acting up, and I tried to go back to my official Killer Instinct arcade stick, and yeah, that joystick's messed up. I think I've given it one too many tester mites, so that one's just made out of plastic, and yeah, something's not right with it. So yeah, I just figured, you know what, let's disassemble it, and let me go ahead and paint it so that it is a little easier to see, because it was white with white buttons. So I've got it painted black. So once I get everything installed again, hopefully I can get back on it. So let me talk a bit about some of the other things in KI. So you have 2 health bars. There's no rounds. And I should mention that this is a video following the Killer Instinct 1 basic tutorial that I made, where I covered like the controls and basic special move inputs and combo structure, all that stuff. So yeah, you got 2 health bars. You got the green to yellow and then the orange to red. Now once you get them down to this point, you see how it's flashing red. At this point, you could do your ultra combos, or you could do what's called an ultimate. So I'll just show you an ultra real quick. Okay, the last 18 hits that took place there are all part of the ultra combo. And then I did a little glitchy juggle there into a legit juggle, which I'll get into once I get into tutorial stuff. But essentially, an ultra combo is an 18 hit ender. It's basically what it equates to. So you've got your sort of normal enders. This is one that only works when it's flashing red like that. It was a very interesting block. So I was holding the correct direction, but the sprite hadn't flipped. So so yeah, as long as it's flashing red, you can do the ultra, and you can also do what's called an ultimate, which is essentially one of their finish moves that can be done in combo. It's just that the input's done a little different, so I'll show you that too. I'll start a combo, I'll do an opener auto, and then go right into the ultimate. So you'll see that that's the same move that you saw earlier. It's just done differently. So one of them has to be done in a combo, and one is done outside of a combo. So whenever you drain their second health bar all the way, it's essentially like Mortal Kombat's Finish Him. The difference though is that if the opponent mashes the buttons and shakes the stick, then they can snap out of it. So so you have to kind of do your finish move quick, or just hurry up and hit them. So okay, so everybody has at least 2 finish moves, and then you have what's called the humiliation, which I just did. Now, in order to do the humiliation, you have to still be on your first health bar. That's part of the the humiliation there, is that they didn't even take 1 health bar from you. So but yeah, if you are able to snap out of that, then you do a lot more damage. Like, yeah, the damage increase is very significant. Speaking of damage increases, the AI, as you climb the battle plan, the computer's damage gets increased. So computer might do like a normal like 6-hit combo and do like 75%, or like a 9-hit that's like 98%. Single hits will do, you know, what 3 or 4 hits should do. It gets crazy. Even combo breakers will be just insane. So let's show another finish move. Now this one's very specific of where you have to stand. It's very easy to be too close or too far away. So, yep, obviously I was off and you see how he came back. So yeah, it's a very unforgiving range. So I don't normally even attempt it for that reason that you just saw, but now as far as the finish moves go, there's a couple of interesting things about them. The first thing is that all of your finish moves are either going to be rotations, like either quarter circle or half circle, or they're going to be I'd say 2 to 3 directional taps. You have an exception where there's 4, but for the most part, that's what they'll be. And you're not going to ever press up. It's not like MK where you might have some up directions. So, try to go and finish this off. Hopefully, missed my fireballs there. Let's try it. There we go. Now, okay, so for the most part, yeah, you're gonna have quarter circles, or you're gonna have like back, 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 or you know, back, back, forward. Just combinations like that. There's only really one finish move that has 3 different directions. Like Orchid has one that's down, forward, back, but everybody else is either back, 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 forward, right, back, forward, forward. That's pretty much it. Or yeah, it's quarter circle or half circle. All of your ultimates that you do in combos are going to be rotations. The next thing is that something I noticed pretty early on, or at some point it just kind of dawned on me. I've never seen anybody really mention it. I'm sure somebody has at some point, and that is that hold on a sec. I was gonna try to throw a humiliation as well, but that his slow fireball is still pretty fast. So no, the thing is, everybody has a total of 5 finishers, and then Glacius and Riptor have 6. So you've got an Ultra, a Humiliation, an Ultimate, and then you have 2 finish moves. And then yeah, Riptor and Glacius have 3 finish moves. Now the thing that's interesting is that no 2 finishers will use the same button. So somebody like Glacius, who has 6 finish moves, literally every button will be a finish move. So if you know 5 of the finish moves, you'll know what the 6th button is. And I say this every time, Jago is just my absolute arch nemesis in this game. He's the only character besides Idol that just like definitively kicks my ass, especially if he's like higher in the battle plan. It's all the time. I don't know what it is about him. It's something about it. It just not giving up, but man. Oh boy, just kick him. So yeah, like with Fulgor, for instance, you got his ultras on quick punch, ultimate on medium punch, finish move on fierce punch. Quick kick is nothing, medium kick is humiliation, and fierce kick is his other finisher. And that's true with every character. Let's talk about AI again. When you fight Spinal, don't do combos on him. He'll break it instantly, and the combo breaker itself will do huge damage. If he gets even like a 7-hit combo on you, you're pretty much done. So you just want to basically just jump in. You see what I'm doing? Overheads and jumping fierce attacks. That's it. If you don't fight him like that, it can be a real pain. But once you know that trick, I mean, So I just got a perfect. Now Fulgur's pretty brutal. You don't want to do too many combos on him either, but or do your unbreakable stuff, which is usually like not using autos. You know, you pretty much want to do a fierce hit, and opener, and then maybe even not even do an ender sometimes. But trying to think of some other things to mention. So, one thing that's interesting with the color palettes, you know, most games, obviously you can't pick the same color as each other, but what's weird in KI is that it's not about, like, you can pick two different characters and not be able to pick the color that you like, because KI works with color palettes. So if somebody's on default color, like, no two characters can be on their default color. It's crazy. Oh my god, I thought I had that. Oh, I thought I had that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh wow, random. So if you ever get off of default color when you're fighting the computer will then take default, and you'll never be able to go back to it. Or yeah, if you're playing two-player and you're wondering why you can't find your favorite color that you always play, that's why. Someone's on the palette that you want. Missed my fireballs there. So yeah, you get higher up, you got to do this kind of stuff. Now, when I would play this, when this was new, I would do this kind of stuff later on, like this single hit kind of stuff, and kind of onlookers would think, oh, well, this guy doesn't really, right, he's not doing any of the cool combos and stuff, he must not know how to play. So they come over there, put their money in, interrupting my game like they're gonna do something, and then yeah, it was fun. I'd have to beat them and do a humiliation on them or something, you know. I miss those days, but yeah, good times. It's just that you have to play the computer differently than yeah, missed it. Now with Idol, you can fight him on two different stages. There's one that's a closed in, like, normal stage, and then there's the bridge. Yeah, the bridge is the easier one to fight him on because of this right here. If you get a certain distance away, he tends to want to jump. I probably won't do it every time, but more often than not, he'll jump at you, and you can catch him with whatever your dragon punch is. If you're on the other stage, it's a little harder, but I got some cool stuff I actually want to show with Idol, or against Idol, that's really cool. So if I lose this, then I'll try to show it. Something mostly with Glacius and Jago. Something kind of cool I found with Glacius actually not that long ago. And you should always go for a medium breaker when that combo starts. I just, for whatever reason, didn't do anything. As long as you do it right away. And don't try to do combos like I did. Alright, so let me see if I can show you this with Glacius. If not, I'll cut the video. Alright, so it took me a few times to get this set up. So essentially what I found is that if Idol does his stomp, which regains his health, if you're able to do Glacius's teleport before he does another move, he will stop fighting you. Watch. Now, you can't duck. I think you can, like, maybe tap down, but you can't stay ducked, you can't attack, and you can't jump. But if you just teleport or walk back and forth, at this point Idol won't do anything else. So if you have the life lead at this point, you can actually beat Idol with a timeout. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's just something I found recently. I mean, normally what I do is this kind of combination of throwing a fireball, he goes to knock it back, like he has like this baseball bat swing, and you teleport behind him, do an ice pick, and just do that over and over again. But yeah, this is just something new I found, and I thought it was pretty cool. I've kind of dubbed it Idle, so IDLE, and then of course his name after that. But yeah, I just wanted to show that. I thought it was pretty neat. I could do something similar with Jago, but I didn't know Glacius had this. I just found it on accident one time playing through arcade mode. But yeah, there's always something new to find in KI. That's one thing that I learned about the game. I think it's the case with a lot of games. I mean, you see that with games that people speed run. It's like, it just seems limitless almost, the things you can do, the amount of time you can shave off of certain sections and find new glitches and stuff. But yeah, for me, KI has always been that game where it's like every time you think you know everything, there's something else. So, but yeah, I just wanted to do this little playthrough. I know it's casual, it's not the character tutorials I was wanting to already have started, but some useful information here, hopefully. And hopefully here in a few days, I'm hoping in a few days I can get this started. I do have a little weekend planned, so, but regardless, I haven't forgotten to do them, and I'll be getting on them soon. So with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.